You are going to meet somebody extraordinarily fascinating and I believe very, very brave. There is a situation in Tucson, Arizona that has a community divided. And I told you this story a couple of weeks ago when a school board meeting got out of hand before it even got underway. The state's education officials are currently reviewing the Tucson Unified School District's Mexican American Studies curriculum to determine whether this is even legal. Trust me, what little I have read, it is not legal. If it is, we're in an upside-down world. The state has an absurd law that doesn't allow schools to, quote, promote the overthrow of the United States government or promote resentment towards a race or class of people. Can you imagine? In America, we have the nerve to discourage treason in our classrooms. So, the school board said it would consider making the class an elective, which to me is nuts, rather than making it a core requirement. Your tax dollars in Arizona are going to pay for this. So how did the students react to the extreme injustice of having to opt into this wonderful class? Watch. Here they are. Here they are chaining themselves to the school board members' desks and receiving leave. See that kid right there? That kid is frightening. So last week there was another meeting, a second attempt to discuss the issue, and this one was no better than that one. 7 people were arrested in this one. Here it is. And board members had to be escorted out of the room, and a riot team had to come in and restore order. Now I want to introduce you to somebody, and I want to introduce you to somebody who is brave, I think, to even come on the show after everything that is said about me, to come on my program. She's a liberal Democrat that believes in social justice. I don't. But she said she was surprised at what she found out about this curriculum. Loretta Honeycutt is the co-founder of a group called TU4SD, which was asked by the school board to review this curriculum. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. We disagree on stuff, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. You don't need to say it like that. All right, so we disagree on things. And you are a liberal Democrat.
I am.
You're not some shill for the GOP or anything else.
No.
And you got in, and what have you found?
We were asked to, I had offered support for ethnic studies originally and had sent a letter of support for the program to the school, to a school board member who was a friend of mine.
Okay.
And I said, please defend this program. He wrote me back and he said, it's not what you think it is. Will you please help us look into some of the charges and claims made by various people? So we offered our expertise. We do have some expertise in school reform, and my particular expertise is in equal access issues. So we came in with a devotion to public education.
Your mother helped start one of the first teachers' unions, right?
Yes, she did.
So you and I couldn't be on farther ends of the spectrum.
Correct.
Correct. Got
But
it.
one thing we have learned over this time, our group is growing, and it's both Democrats and Republicans who have...
Because this is not political. This is against America, and really against, it's pitting people against people, is it not?
And I think it's being used as a distraction. You know, pay attention to your parties, not to what's really happening. So we're looking at all of these false arguments, and we're not looking at the...
Listen, America, would you just listen to what she just said? Say it again. Listen to what she just said. The news of the day is...
well, that we're being distracted by politics and not by principles and real issues and our core values.
Come here. Come here. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Exactly right. Okay. So, I saw this picture. Do we have the picture of Ward Churchill involved in this? We have a, there he is. I don't know if you can spot him there. He's over there. He is. There's Ward Churchill. This is the guy that said everybody in 9/11 was the Leichmans. This is not some little Democrat. This is extreme anti-Americanism being taught.
Absolutely.
Give me a clue on just a couple of things that are being taught in this.
I think the key component is a resentment towards our country. And, you know, public education was founded on the principle that we're developing great citizens who look to improve our country, certainly not overthrow it. And we're seeing that in the curriculum
Who's behind this?
It's a group of radical ideologues who are absolutely committed to creating little foot soldiers. And this is their...
Do you know who specific? How did this program, did it start this way? Did it evolve? Do you know?
It evolved over
evolved.
time. And I think it originally started as a jobs program for a bunch of ideologues coming out of the university that couldn't otherwise be employed.
This is actually the University of Arizona is involved in this, right?
Correct,
Okay.
yes.
But these are people that the University of Arizona, they are still employed by the University of Arizona?
No, they're employed now by the district. So they're educated at the University of Arizona, and then they take jobs over at the district. And it's a little job factory. It's almost become a cottage industry. And it's all based on this critical race theory. And it's...
What is critical race?
Critical race theory is the theory that everything that happens to you, every experience you have, every thought you have, all the views that you form are solely based on your race. Everything that happens to you is only a function of your race.
Now, gee, that sounds familiar. Yeah, I don't think I need to say any more, but you as a liberal Democrat have seen race played out, but I'm guessing, seeing that you're white and you're now coming out and saying this is bad, I'm guessing now that you are only thinking of race now to many.
What's unfortunate about this whole situation is it has absolutely nothing to do with race. If you were to look at the 4 different departments at this school district, all of the other ethnic studies programs, Pan-Asian, African American, Native American, those programs are perfectly in compliance with the laws. They elevate children. They celebrate the accomplishments of their ancestors. They recognize our foremothers and forefathers of color's wonderful contributions. This is distinct in its emphasis.
Okay. When we come back in just a second, Lori's going to explain to you this isn't just happening in Arizona. And this is why I've said for a while that we Americans have got to wake up. They've got to wake up. It has happened in dribs and drabs and slowly, and you have no concept of how bad things have gotten. And I think this is Tucson is the tip of the iceberg. Remember, it is also now in Tucson that we learned this last weekend that they're being described as liberal Democrats. I'm sure you're not one that wants to secede from the state. It was supposed to be those crazy Tea Partiers that wanted to do that. But somebody in this same area, it seems to me, Tucson is being ripped apart from the inside. Where will it end? Well, I guess that's up to all of us on how we react to it. But I want to show you a little bit more on what's in this curriculum, what you should look for in your school districts, and how you can get involved coming up.